Today we're going to spread education about elote corn. If you get the metaphor, you get the metaphor, but we're talking about elote corn. So, in the elote corn business, there's a lot of sketchy people selling elote corn on the streets these days. Now, it's legal to sell elote corn if you video record it and put it on the internet and call it elotecorn.com. So let me tell you something. If you really watch this elote corn, if you really pay attention, it's very sad because the truth about elote corn is that a lot of these women are not doing it by choice, and they are being fed a lot of medicine that is not plants. All right, they're being fed a lot of medicine, and they're being forced to do it, and you can tell that they're being forced to do it. Believe it or not. If you're younger, when I first started watching elotecorn.com, when I was about 9 years old, it was very exciting because you never see nothing like it. But as you grow older and you get your own experiences with real people, you realize that that's not how it's supposed to be. You know, when you're married, and I just got engaged and thought I got married to a man who was, let's say, not that tall, okay? But it was still better experience than what I see on elotecorn.com. You know, it was still a much better experience. So, and it wasn't even the biggest elote corn they have. You know what I mean? You know? So, you know, intimacy is very important when it comes to creating a life. Intimacy, eye contact. If you watch elotecorn.com, do they ever make eye contact with each other? Prolonged eye contact. You ever really went to dinner with somebody and just looked at them in the eye while you're eating? Woo! Look at them in the eye while you eating. Woo! I've never done that before. But you know, eye contact, conversation, communication is very important. You know, knowing that at the end of that handshake, they're gonna make you breakfast. You know what I mean? If you're sick, they're gonna make you some tea. You know what I mean? If you need someone to talk to, they can call you. That's a big part of all in the brain and the mind of being attracted to someone. It's just God created that act for the confines of marriage and to create life. So it's not meant to just be had like a handshake. You know what I mean? It's just they can kid themselves and say they're not catching feelings and they don't love each other. But when you do something like that, it messes with your emotions and your head, and you do love that person. And that's the saddest part about it, you know? So it's just not much love there. It's just once you grow up and you start to see it for what it really is, it's actually very sad. So in that industry, it's obvious to me that they're all being forced to do it because they won't even let me. I tried to go to the Unicorn Club in New York, and I tried to go by myself, and I called before I went. I said, hey, can I come in the club and just chill and watch the girls dance? Can I just come in alone as a woman? They said, yeah, you can come in. I get to the door, the security is rude to me. I'm like, I just want to come in and watch the girls dance and tip them. He's like, no, you can't come in here alone. What you mean, man? What if I was lesbian or something and I was rich? Like, what do you mean? What if I like girls? He's like, no, like, you're going to come in here and steal their money, or you're going to rob us? Like, first of all, it's obviously very criminal at this point. You know, they're very afraid of the police. You know, every club I've went to since Jocelyn's, I've been kicked out of. So, you know, they don't want the Lord in there. They don't want Jesus in there. They're not doing nothing good in there. So maybe when I first started dancing, it wasn't as bad about 6 years ago. But as of today, after I went on Jocelyn's, for sure, they know it's light workers and people going in there that's coming to break the truth. So I think it's actually gotten worse in the last 6 years. I would never recommend my daughter to ever go work at a club. I would never recommend my child to go into that industry. And I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that I break that generational curse. And I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that when she's 18, she's already not going to have to do that. But when she's 18, that she doesn't have to do that. And that it's not even something that she even slightly wants to do. I would never recommend a young woman go into that industry. At this point, it's not worth it. I would say maybe, OF or webcamming for sure. I would say online stuff is the new future. You're not going to make as much money. Well, you might. It just depends. It's very spotty up and down depending on what week and what month it is. You know, so that's how it's been for me. I've made $20K in a month and I've made $100 in a month. So if you're going to do it, I would recommend doing webcamming from your computer while you're safely at home. And even then, there's a lot of creeps on the internet, so be careful. But if you are going to do it, I recommend doing webcamming and OF and doing it on the internet, because it's just not safe to do it in real life these days. But I just want to talk to y'all about elote corn and the dangers of elote corn. Just be safe, be careful. I'm getting to the point where I don't even want to watch it anymore, because it's honestly very dark, evil spirits come through, and it's just very sad at this point. Like, the girls, their spirits is literally calling out to me, and I'm like, yo, she's being forced to do this. Like, her face looks scary. Like, it's actually like a scary movie to me. Like, it used to be entertaining. It's like horror movie to me now. Watching it, it's like horrifying. But, like I would say online, even then, I wouldn't recommend doing it. But, yeah, so the thing that I was going to point out, don't ever go on a set and do that, because this is the thing about that. If you watch it, you pay attention, what are the men doing? The men's faces aren't even in the video. That's the messed up part. If you watch elotecorn.com, the men, are their faces in the video when I do the GB? No, they're not. None of their faces are even in the camera. But the girl got her makeup done, her face all in the camera, man. Like, girl, you're never going to get a job after this, and you're not smart enough to start your own business. Like, that's why they just off themselves. That's why they off themselves when they're 37, because you have nothing to do after that. Your whole face is on the camera, and you all this stuff. At least me, all the stuff I've done is like solo content. There's no videos of me getting disrespected on camera doing crazy stuff. You know what I mean? But them girls that go that far and do all that crazy stuff, like, and your face is on the camera, girl, where are you gonna, like, I know everybody says this to me, but I navigate it in a way where I made career opportunities to where I can get a job and I can work a normal job. Like, girl, you're literally never going to get a job after that. Like, literally never, because you're, like, they put you on a list, like, in the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're on an Illuminati list now. Them boys is Freemasons. Like, if you watch some of these videos, I saw one video, these dudes had cloaks on, bro, like Harry Potter. They had on like a black cloak, their face was covered, and they had candles lit in the background. Whoa, they're fraternity brothers. Like, what? No, they're tricking you. Like, you could tell they're punishing all these women. When you watch elotecorn.com, in their heart, they don't even like these girls. They despise them with their spirit. You could tell the way they're touching them. They're thinking like, oh, you're unintelligent. Can't say the word. You're unintelligent. Like this. Unintelligent. Like, I could tell what they're thinking. Like, you are so unintelligent. You are pretty, but you're better than this. You deserve to be treated like this. Like, the way, and this is the thing. When you first go shoot your first scene, they might really love you and really like you and really be gentle with you, but by the time you done been doing this 10 years, well, rather they still get treated nice, but I don't know, whatever. I just think by the time you've been doing it 10 years, they really like get you, you know what I mean, hard. And at a certain point, don't even feel good no more, because you're so numb. If you watch them, they're so numb, they don't feel nothing. Like, they're getting boom, 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 and they just silent, can't feel nothing. Me personally, if an intelligent, fine man makes some eye contact with me, he just keep looking at my eyes, I'm gonna start shaking. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, if he speaks something intelligent, then I'm gonna really just melt into a puddle on the floor. Man, to a puddle on the floor. You look to my eyes, feed me some food, and then say one sentence, something intelligent to me, please. Say one intelligent thing. I'm gone out of here. So, let alone going to first, second, third, fourth base into the tunnel. The train going in the tunnel. Oh no, Super Circle 3000. Like, you telling me it's the train's in the tunnel, ramming into the tunnel. You don't feel nothing. Something wrong there. You know what I'm saying? It's not about it have to be the smallest, tightest. It's about feeling. It has to have a heartbeat. You has to feel something. Because if it feels everything, then when it goes, woo, like you feel everything. You know what I'm saying? Mine is very sensitive. Her feelings get hurt very easily. She can feel everything. Everything. I can feel all my nerve endings, and it's just very sensitive, and I can just feel everything. You know what I mean? When I have had other experiences with other guys, I've had really big, and honestly, I was very numb because I was so depressed, and I was so numb. Literally, I was numb. Like, I could not feel. You could probably punch me, I would not feel nothing. I was so numb that when it was happening to me, I was just like, like more, not even feeling nothing. To the point where I had the short, 6 inches, and that I felt more from that actually, because I was so spiritually aware at that time that actually was a better experience than the 12 inches. Seriously, it was a much better experience. It was much more intimacy, it was much more eye contact, it was more kissing, it was more sweet, you know what I mean? But with the guy that had the 12 inches, he didn't even look at me in the eyes, he wouldn't kiss me, he wouldn't cuddle me. And so to me, it's not always about what y'all think it's about, you know what I'm saying? To me, I need more intimacy, intelligent conversation, care, communication, be caring for me, you know what I'm saying? So, well, I want to tell y'all, don't ever do elotecorn.com. Don't ever go on that site. Don't ever do it, because they're going to put cameras in your face. You're going to be scared. They're going to offer you stuff. Don't do it. And also, they're making fun of you. It's a bullying prank, and they're making fun of all those girls. They're making fun of them. If you just watch it close enough, they're laughing, they're chuckling, they're making fun of them. They don't respect them. They think that they're unintelligent, and they don't like those girls. They don't like them. They don't like those girls. I can tell you, they don't like them. They're pranking them. It's a prank. It's a prank. Don't do it. It's a prank. They're pranking them. Like, they just go back and watch that. Like, look at this unintelligent girl. I can't even say it. Look at this boop, boop, boop. Like, if you just watch it, bro, the way they're treating her, like, you just watch it, like. And then he says stuff like, whoa, what did he just call her? Whoa. She thinks it's a part of the get. No, he really thinks that about you. You think it's a part of the skit. He really thinks that's about you. Girl, you think it's a part of the skit. That's what he really thinks about you. He just called you that. You let him. Oh, he means it, though. Call you a cow. You start mooing. Moo. Like, girl, you just moo like a cow. But anyways. Yeah, I'm just warning y'all young ladies, if you ever think about doing elotecorn.com, don't do it. Maybe turn on your little computer, okay? Go on to myfreecams.com and have you a blast. But look, don't go on to elotecorn.com. Don't go on to elotecorn.com. Don't do it. Look, it's a very scary place over there. That's all I'm saying. I'm warning you. That's all I'm saying. They're making fun of them girls. They're fraternity brothers. They're Freemasons. They're just making fun of them girls. They are fraternity brothers, and they are Freemasons, and they are getting them girls and putting their dang face in that camera. Meanwhile, all the boys like this, like off of that cartoon like this. This is the men look like. You can't even see their face or nothing like this. Their name ain't even in the video. Even if they are in the background and you can see their face, the guys are always in the back. You can barely see their face, and they're not putting their name in the title. Guess whose name is in the title? Hers. Borisha Jones, star Skittles 3000, Candy Cherry Girl. Her name is in the title. That man's name ain't even in the title 9 times out of 10, and his face ain't even in the video. So he can go work at a construction site, he can go be a lawyer if he wants to, he can go be a doctor, he can go get a PhD. After doing that, what can she do with her life after her face is plastered everywhere? Doing unspeakable and ungodly things. She can sit here like Emily Willis and look like this. What she do? Y'all heard about Emily Willis? She went to rehab. They said she can't even move her body. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless Emily Willis, pray for her. God bless you, Emily Willis, look. How many times I sneeze? 6 times? Somebody count that, look. Emily Willis sitting in rehab like this, looking. Looking like. Can you imagine? That's all she can do. But that's what you do when you plaster your face all over elotecorn.com. That's what they do. They ruin your life. They really do. They ruin your life. But if maybe you could get away with being very artistic and writing a book and living your life, or like Brittany Della Maria and being a preacher, she changed her life because she found the Lord. Come up with an activism and a cause. But most of y'all aren't smart enough to do nothing else after doing all that, and you just off yourself. So I'm gonna pray for y'all. Anyways, do not go on elotecorn.com. Bye.